Sometimes we look for validation for other people too much. Instead of which, validate ourselves, instead of which, just be alone by ourselves. And build relationship with ourselves sometimes, man. Sometimes you don't need other people to validate your feelings before you know that you gotta do what's right in your life. You gotta know how to take decision for yourself. You gotta know how to be more in the present moment to actually take necessary steps to make your life better, man. You don't gotta seek for validation from anybody else. You are the one that really need yourself to validate yourself, to be the best version of yourself, to love yourself, to appreciate yourself, to be proud of yourself, to to clap for yourself when nobody clap for you. Sometimes you gotta be the one to cheer yourself up, man. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta be present enough to actually see the things you've achieved so far in life. You don't need validation from other people, man. You don't need validation from that girl to make you feel good. You don't need validation from your friends or from other people to make you feel good about yourself. You need to validate your feelings first before you let any person validate your feelings. I feel like once you look for validation from other people, man, you are definitely gonna get yourself hurt. You feel what I'm saying, man? You gotta understand that you have everything within yourself. You just gotta look, you just gotta be present enough to see it, man. Sometimes I get into some certain situation that, it's kind of sometimes I get into some certain situation that I always see myself, my ambitions are God. I feel like when you start to do things for yourself, when you start to, stay by yourself, when you start to just do things like pay your bills, like just, live your own life, you start to realize that you don't need any person to validate your feelings to actually do what's necessary in your life. You know what's necessary, you know what you need to do in your life each and every day to become better, man. You don't need validation from other people to make you feel alright, to make you feel good about yourself. You feel what I'm saying, man? Um, you're just try not to, seek validation from other people, man. You can seek validation. I'm not saying, oh, you gotta be strong, you gotta be all this and that, man. You can definitely seek validation, but you gotta understand that you need to validate yourself first before you let other people validate you. Because if you let other people validate you continuously, you are definitely going to get yourself hurt. You feel what I'm saying, man? And I feel like we just gotta realize the power of being in the present moment, man. I feel like when you're in the present moment, man, you're going to see the things that still can change. Your heart is going to be bothering you to do some certain things. I don't know if you feel like that. I know most of you is going to definitely feel like that. If you know you got to do some certain things that's going to take you closer to your goals and your dreams, your heart is going to be bothering you that, hey, you got to log in, bro. You got to go do that shit. You got to stop slacking at yourself. You got to stop procrastinating. You want to get it started again. You want to get it started again. That's what your man's going to be telling you. Sometimes you just got to lock in yourself and do what's right and do what's necessary. That's going to take you closer to your goals and your dreams. And you got to understand that if you don't have peers, if you don't have any person that's, that's cheering you up, you got to be the person that's cheering yourself up, man. You feel what I'm saying? You got to be more in the present moment to see the things that you got to do for yourself. You got to understand that God is with you at all time, man. God wants you to win life. God is cheering you up even if nobody's cheering you up. Sometimes, man, you just gotta realize that even if you are not seeing any results yet, man, you still gotta show up yourself, because you gotta realize that when you start showing up yourself, when you start building that consistency, when you start building that that art of showing up yourself, when you start building that art of going after your goals and your dreams, when you start building that art of self-discipline each and every day, even if you are doing something, you are not seeing no results yet, but you still showing up, you still being disciplined, you still having that self-discipline. Once everything starts to work out right, you already have the blueprint, you already have the drive, you already have what it takes for you to show up yourself each and every day. Whether you see results or not, you are doing it for the love of the team you are doing it for. You are not doing it for people to validate you, or you are not doing it for anything else except for yourself. You gotta understand that you don't gotta do anything for any person else to make you that, oh, you are doing something right, oh, I'm proud of you. Yes, all those things are going to come with time. They are going to come. They are the byproduct of you being consistent, of you putting in the work, of you showing up for yourself, of you validating your feelings. You feel what I'm saying? You got to understand that even if you don't have any person to share you up to go after whatsoever you desire in life, you got to be the one to be there for yourself. You got to be the one to show up for yourself. You got to be present enough to see the things you got to do for that day to actually go closer to your goals and dreams, man. I feel like that's the best decision any person can ever do for themselves. To always validate your feelings before you let other people to validate your feelings. You got to love yourself first before you let any person love you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't love yourself, you can't even spread love to the world. You can't even do what's positive to the world. You can't even do what's optimistic to the world. You got to be the one to love yourself first, to validate yourself first, to make yourself be the best version of yourself. If you have partners that cheer you up, that motivate you, you know what I'm saying, that put you on the right path, that's amazing. But for the people that don't have any partner, man, that motivate you, that cheer you up, you gotta understand that God wants you to win. God wants you to be the best version of yourself. Your future self is depending on you to be the best version of yourself. You gotta have self-discipline, man. You gotta be dedicated. You gotta continuously show up for yourself, regardless of how you feel, regardless of how you feel, man, regardless of you not seeing no results. You gotta understand that this shit is bigger than you, man. Even if you help only one person in the world, even if your video help just one person in the world, man, just know that you are doing something right if you are a creator. I know that you don't like where you are in life right now, man. You don't like the path you are in life right now. You gotta understand that you gotta change. If you don't change anything in your life, you're not going to see change in your reality. You got to change your habits. You got to change the things that really matters in your life. If you don't change the things that don't matter, if you don't change the things that really matters in your life, you're not going to see change. If you don't change those bad habits, you're not going to see change. If you continue to do the things that don't add value to your life, you are going to still be living in your past life, man. You got to wake yourself up, man. You got to be present enough to change your habit, to do the things that really matters in your life, to do things that's going to add value in your life, man. If nothing changes, man. If you don't change what you want, if you don't change your current self to actually be your highest self right now, you are not going to see changes. You are still going to be doing the same shit you've been doing for the past couple of years till today, man. You got to change your habits. You got to change the things that really matters in your life. And you got to focus on the things that really matters, man. You got to validate your feelings. You don't got to let anybody validate your feelings, man. You feel what I'm saying, nigga? I feel like a lot of time, man, we seek validation from other people, which is not supposed to be like that, man. Of course, you can seek validation from other people. We are humans at the end of the day. That's who we are. You know what I'm saying? That's who we are as a human being. We try to get the opinions of others. We try to get what other people think. But sometimes you got to stop giving a fuck about what other people think and give a fuck about the things you think about your life, for yourself. You got to start giving a fuck about the things you think about for yourself and the things you want to do in your life. You got to stop giving a fuck about what other people think about you. They are not you. They don't know the amount of grind you be putting in. They don't know the amount of work you be putting in every day. They don't know the things you'll be battling with each and every day to show up yourself, to be on this path, to be on this journey, man. You feel what I'm saying? God wants you to win, man. God wants you to win right now. God wants you to lock in. Your future self is depending on you right now to lock in yourself, to validate your feelings, to actually do the things that matters in your life. You gotta be on your path, man. Even if you see other people win, celebrate them, man. Understand that your time is coming. Don't have any hate, heavy, jealousy in your hearts. Always have love and positivity and optimism in your hearts. You feel what I'm saying, man? You just gotta be on your path. You just gotta be on your own lane. You just gotta be on your own space. Be doing what you know you gotta do every day. Slowly but surely, you are taking yourself to the grind. You are taking yourself closer to your goals and your dreams. Slowly but surely. You don't have any hate. You don't have any heaviness. You don't have any jealousy in your heart. All you have is positivity and love, man. All that to say, stop seeking validation from other people. If you don't stop seeking validation from other people, you're going to get yourself hurt. You got to love yourself. You got to give yourself self-care, self-love. You got to validate your feelings first before you allow other people to validate your feelings. When I start to realize all this in my life, man, I start to see things differently. I start to move differently. I start to show up myself more because I know I'm going to. I know because I know I'm the only one that can take myself from where I want to be right now to where I want to be in the future. I'm the only one that can take myself from where I'm at right now to where I want to be in the future. You need to validate your feelings by yourself to actually do the things that are necessary in your life to be the best you can be for that day, to be 1% better that day. You feel what I'm saying, man? All that to say, man, stop seeking validation from other people. Validate your feelings. Validate yourself. Stop giving a fuck about what other people think about you. And start caring about the things you think for yourself. Start caring about the things you want in your life. For the first time in your life, man, start locking in on yourself. For the first time in your life, start being the best version of yourself. And you gotta give yourself grace because you just got started being this version of yourself. I hope you're taking care of yourself, man. I hope you're going to the gym. I hope you're reading your books. I hope you're, just self-educating yourself and self-improving yourself each and every day, man. That's the best thing you can actually do for yourself, is to self-educate yourself and to self-improve each and every day. Whether you feel like it or not, you gotta show up for yourself. The grind don't care about how you feel. The grind only care about what you do that day to actually be closer to your goals and your dreams. Just stay locked into yourself, man. I'm out.